Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to Powers Productions. I believe this is the 31st video. It's kind of creeping up on 50. Slowly getting there. I will put these keys on my basketball hoop on my door when I'm done with this. So how's everybody doing tonight? Um, I just went. I just went to go see The Quiet Place 2, and magnificent movie, I shall say. Uh, I think that they did a fantastic job. In number two, I did see number one, and I gotta say, killer movies all around, just super good. And I was let me close this. I actually going into the movie earlier in the day. Excuse me. Earlier in the day, I was here with my brother all day by myself, him and I, and he's 11 years old. And I was thinking of stuff that him and I could do out of the house. It was either, you know, go bowl or go putt golfing or something like that. Uh, and then I thought of the movies. I don't really go to the movies that much. So I was like, hey, you want to go see the movies? And he's like, yeah, sure. So, and he's like, well, wait, what movie? And I'm like, The Quiet Place 2. And he's like, nah, bro, I'm not gonna go see that. I'm not doing that. And because he thought it was a horror film, and yes, it does have horror in the uh, genre. I mean, not the genre, the genre. Oh man, I'm about dumb as fuck, huh? In the genre, but it's not really a horror film. A horror film is more Conjuring, Paranormal Activity. They haven't made one of those in a long time. Conjuring, Exorcist, things like that. That's horror. Uh, Quiet Place is more action, drama, sci-fi, thriller. Kind of like Predator. I compared The Quiet Place to Predator when I was talking to him. I was like, basically, there's a monster on the loose from another planet, and they have to either run from it or kill it. And he, when he heard that, he was like, all right, well, maybe it won't be that bad. Uh, and then he's like, wait, but there's only one monster. There's only one monster in Predator. I'm like, there's only one monster in Quiet Place. Or I think he said something like, he's like, well, he said, well, there's lots of monsters in the Quiet Place. I was like, yeah, and there's more than one Predator. I'm just countered your point, trying to deflect the situation, right? So this was at like 2 or 3 o'clock, and we had made a decision to go watch it at 10:45, which I think is a killer time. Uh, and that's what we did, man. We went up in Spring Hill to go watch it. It was a super fun movie. They kind of give a little bit of a backstory to it. Um, your boy, I forget his name, John Krasinski. It says it's starring John Krasinski, but he's in there for like 10 minutes. And in that 10 minutes, it's in the very beginning when they give a little bit of backstory. It should really say starring Emily Blunt and Cillian Murphy. By the way, Cillian Murphy killed it. Nailed it. Spot on. He was a straight thinker, killer, hunter. He knew how to protect himself, right? And so midway through the movie, actually, let's back up just a little bit. Throughout the entire way driving there, because it was like a solid 30-minute drive, we were thinking about what we were gonna get, and I just told him, I said, hey, I'm a little low on money, so we'll just get a large popcorn and one soda, and we'll share the soda. He's like, all right, cool. And we get there, and I walk up to the place. I'm like, hey, can I get 2 tickets, one large popcorn, and one medium Coke? And she's like, sure, that'll be 1911 is what she said. Which, by the way, was fucking cheap. For two people, a large thing of popcorn and a soda that would have been like $25 to $30 at any other movie theater. The only thing that bummed me out about tonight, and this is a pretty fat thing to say, but I'm just gonna throw it to you guys. Refills weren't allowed. And when she told me, I asked her because I was curious if we had refills on the popcorn. Normally you do, free refills on the popcorn. Only because not everybody goes out to get free refills on pop. Nope, not everybody goes out to get refills on popcorn. Most of them just kind of vibe their way through the movie and slowly pick out the popcorn. And so I asked her, and I kind of pointed out the popcorn. I tried to. I said, "Hey, do we get refills on the popcorn?" And she's like, "I didn't say popcorn. I said, do we get free refills?" And she's like, "No, it's because of COVID." And I'm like, "What the fuck? What? The dumbest because of COVID." It's like going to the store and saying, "Hey, can I get my the soles on my shoe replaced?" And the guy's like, "No, because of COVID, I can't do that. Let me suck another dick real quick." That's kind of what it was like hearing that person talk to me like that. And I stood there for just a second, and I was like, "What?" Right? So, we go back, and we're the first ones in the theater. So I tell my brother, I'm like, "Yeah, we don't really have popcorn because of COVID, fucking faggots over here, right?" I don't like the name call, but. And excuse me for 1 minute. Excuse me. Anyway, I tell him like, "Yo, we don't really got refills on the popcorn." But then our soda had ran out even before the movie started. So I was curious. Well, I would I thought to myself, I understand if they don't allow refills on the popcorn because it's food and it's not liquid. Which I don't. I was just trying to connect thoughts in my head because I wanted soda, and I go out and I ask Leah, I say, "Hey, can we get a refill on the Coke?" And she's like, "No, I'm sorry, it's because of COVID." And I was like, "Bro, what?" That's the dumbest thing I've heard. Now, I don't really know the one to judge or to determine how things should be or who should be where or this should be this way. Um, but COVID's like a year and a half old, bro. You know what I mean? No one was even wearing masks. No one was even social distancing. People were walking in as groups. The I think a few of the employees were wearing masks, but not all of them. And there were like 3 employees. I think 2 of them were wearing masks, or 1 or 2 of them was wearing masks, and the other 1 or 2 wasn't. And I'm not the kind of guy to like retaliate and be like, "Oh, well, it's because COVID fuckers aren't wearing masks." I'm not gonna do all that. I'm just gonna accept the fact and what was that? And accept the fact that I can't have liquid now during my movie when I still have 85% of a bag of popcorn that big full, right? So I go back to the theater and I'm like, "Yo, they don't really have refills because of COVID." And he's like, "Oh, we'll just get a water, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, I'll do that." Thinking the water bottles are gonna be, maybe $2, maybe $2.50. You're skating on thin ice there, you know. I would have gone if they would have said $1.99. I would have been like, oh sure, yeah, let me get one. So I go up to the people and I say, hey, how much are you guys' water bottles? $3.50. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, $3.50 before tax. So not only can I not get refills, not only can I can I not get refills on my drink, but also a water bottle is $4. I'm not gonna fall into this plan of economic failure because of COVID. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna give them because for 2 water bottles it's $8. What the fuck? For 3 it's 12. That's insane, bro. It's a rip off, right off rip. And I didn't really talk back to him. I was like, all right, thanks. Have a good night. So I just shut up and I went to go sit back down. And that honestly bummed me out. But the movie hadn't even started yet. So I just told my brother, I was like, yo, listen, this place is kind of whack. We'll just eat popcorn slowly. And when we get home, we can drink water. And he was like, all right, cool. So that's what we did. We went through a whole movie without any beverage, which sucked because we had a mouthful of kettle corn. And, yeah, and throughout the movie, this kid was scaring me. He was laughing at people getting hurt. And, I mean, he was having a blast. So I'm glad we did something like that. And I just don't get it. How can you say it's because of COVID, but no one's wearing masks, no one's social distancing? Almost half your workers aren't wearing masks. That's just stupid. You know what I mean? And you can't tell me you can't slide, a little refill there when no one's looking. I'll give you $2 for it. If it's $1.50, I'll pay $2. You know what I mean? The cup was like that big. It's just so stupid. You know what I mean? Taco Bell's doing refills. Burger King's doing refills. I don't know these things. I don't go into these places. I'm just guessing. Fast food places are doing refills. What makes you so? Cause you're a movie theater. That makes you special. Nah, bro. We don't do that here. All right. So I'm gonna log off for the night. I just wanted to get one out there real quick. We're just going to. I'm gonna get off for the night. And this 14 minutes, 13, not bad. So it's a good little video for you guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you want. Like, comment, share, retweet, repost. Instabang, Snapbook, FaceChat, Instagram, Instabook. Do whatever you gotta do, right? So, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.